Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 72 here on season number 2. And today we are getting into, should I take stash over $5,000? This question comes from Tim Miller, and he says, Coach, are you taking your stash account over $5,000 or keeping it under to keep the $1 a month fee? And I think that this is a great question, and this is something that I've been wanting to address. So whether you have a stash account or an Acorns account or another account that charges you basically $1 per month, and then over $5,000 they're charging you a 0.25%, this relates. So stick around. These videos are meant for educational purposes only and not meant to be taken as financial advice. You're responsible for your assets and to protect those. So always do your own research. So when you actually look at the account right now, actually on my account, we'll dive into my account first, and then I'll relate it to basically everybody else's account. So my account right now sits at $1,200. Right now I'm paying $12 per year on that account because it's $1 per month, which comes to $12 per year. All right, so you following? Basically on that account, it means that I'm paying 1% a year on that entire account. So if my account doesn't grow by 2%, I lose money. Actually, it has to grow by more than that because you got to add inflation and taxes and stuff like that. So it needs to actually get probably like 5 to 7%, and actually in order to make like some sort of revenue on the account. If my account was at $600, I would be paying 2% per year with that $12 fee. At $300, 4%. At $150, 8%. And you kind of get the picture on that. Vice versa, if you flipped it around on a $5,000 account, you're only having to pay a 0.25%, which comes to $12.50 a year. Right now on my account, I actually pay more on my account percent-wise than I would on an account that's $5,000. Well, you guys are like, okay, well, you're going to be paying 50 cents more a year. Yeah, I understand that, but it really honestly comes down to percents. If you're like, okay, well, when would it be more beneficial to not take your account over $5,000? And it comes down to basically you would need an account with about $4,800 in order for you to get to pay less than a 0.25%. So anything less than $4,800 and you're looking at paying more than 0.25%. So unless you plan on keeping your account between $4,800 and $5,000, it really doesn't make sense for you to not take it over $5,000. Like I was saying, at $4,900, you would be paying a 0.24%, and at $4,800, you would be paying a 0.25%. So as for me in regards to my account, both on Robinhood both on Stash and on Acorns, I do plan on taking them over $5,000. If you're like, okay, I understand you just threw a whole bunch of numbers out in percents, and you're like, what does this mean for me and my account? Basically what it means is that if your account is under $4,800, you're paying a higher percent than if you had an account that is over $5,000. And so basically what that means to you is that anything under $4,800, you're paying more. And so you need to do your best to bring it up to either $4,800 or above that, so that you're paying a less percent on the account. Basically, you're paying more money to have an account with Stash, Acorns, if your account is under $4,800. An account over $5,000 is going to hurt your account a lot less than having an account that's under $4,800. And I know you're like, okay, well, I'm going to be paying more money, but really you need to look at the percents. And that's what a lot of people are griping about with these robo investing type apps, is that, yeah, they do charge $1 a month, and you're like, okay, it's only $1 a month. But when you break it down percent wise, you can get actually a financial planning managed account with like $2,000, and they're going to charge you 1% on that account, which is basically what I'm paying for an account that's $1,200. The most important thing is to make sure that you're making monthly deposits, that you're really trying hard to bring your account value up to at least $4,800 or over $5,000, to where you're only paying, like I said, a 0.25% on the account, which comes to about $12.50 at $5,000, and then so on and so forth as you move up the chain. We will go ahead and leave it right there. Let's go ahead and dive into the question of the day, which is, what would be some downsides of certain superpowers? And there's a few superpowers that I could think of some negatives. First of all, Flash and being able to run really fast. I think that in the videos and the TV shows, he actually defies a lot of laws that are in regards to physics. Like, he's able to run really fast and make a turn, and that would be almost impossible because momentum and that kind of stuff would basically unallow you to make a sharp turn like that. It's almost impossible for us to be running at like 20, 30, 20, 25 miles an hour, and for us to make a quick cut. Football players even have to slow down before they can make a quick right-hand turn or left-hand turn. That would be a terrible superpower if you're actually trying to run around corners and weave through mazes and navigate through cities and that kind of thing. So that is honestly unrealistic, and that would be a downside to being really fast, is that, yeah, you could be really fast at running a straight line, but if you were trying to make a zigzag, you would have basically no dice or no luck doing that. And that would be one of the only superpowers that I can think of right off the top of my head. Like I always say, if you have any questions regarding Stash, Acorns, Robinhood, as well as general investing advice, business, Etsy, coaching, post those questions down below. Don't forget to subscribe up here and check out my Stash Recap February edition. Check out this video right here. And as always, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it.